Let's
All
see
right.
how long this one holds.
Yeah, look at my friend today. Just enjoying the life. We're so
Uh,
mechanical sometimes, but do we really take time to enjoy things like that and have a good laugh? Look at him. He's trying to balance. Let me see. Let's
okay, that's
oh, okay, for a few
yeah. You
seconds.
can
Good
start.
stuff. How you guys doing? All right, great. What so just got an opening for what we're going to talk about today. We are so mechanical sometimes, right? Do we really take a step back? Do we really take time to appreciate things that we have? As human beings, we complain all the time, right? But I don't think we take time to laugh, to smile, enjoy our life. We're going to talk 10 things that you can remind yourself, 10 things to be happy about, 10 things, 10 ways to appreciate the life you have. For the first point I'd like to talk about is visit other places. Visit a kind of the areas that the poorest areas in the country or poorest countries, if you can visit. Take time to visit those places and understand the things that they go through and compare what you have and what you don't have, and things that they have and things that they don't have. Most of the times you will find you have enough and more things to happy about. So will you realize what you have, or will you ever appreciate the things that you have? Unless you will not do any of that unless you visit those countries or visit those places and see in your own eyes what they go through in day-to-day life. So number one is take some time, travel around to distressed places, the less privileged places in the world, even in your own neighborhood. Sometimes you'll be, maybe you're just few miles away from places like that. Go there, understand the things that they go through, and then you will realize how much you have in this world to appreciate. Number two, gratitude journal. I've done this myself. Just take time, few minutes every day. Just take a journal. It can be a book, it can be a handmade handy thing that you make out of crap, maybe. Just take some time to jot down things that you're happy about, or the good things that someone else had done for you, or things that you have done for someone else, or things that you've done for yourself, because it's all little things that matter a lot in our lives. But you get caught up with your day-to-day lives and you don't take time to appreciate those little things. So number two is get a journal, get a book, or get an even piece of paper and put them together. Write few things that you're grateful for. Something that, like I said, it can be for yourself, it could be something that someone else had done for yourself. Number three, start the day with no electronics. Imagine when you wake up and you take the phone and you see all these emails, work emails, your personal emails. 90% of the time, those emails don't make any sense or don't matter at all. Sometimes most of these emails actually stress you out early in the morning, and you start your day with stress that you don't have to put up with. How about starting the day with a smile and think of 5 great things that you're grateful for? I have life today. I'm breathing. I have family. You see your child sleeping right beside you. You have a job today to go to, right? You have a car to drive to work. You don't have to take a train or a crowded train, a crowded bus, or whatever, wherever you live, right? You don't have to put up with any of that. You have job, you have cars, you have family behind you, you have your child right next to you. Imagine starting the day thinking like that, about the things that you're blessed with, instead of going through your work email, going through some gossips on Yahoo or Google, right? You get all those updates. I myself stopped doing that 2 weeks ago. So it's just great feeling. That's number three. Number four, I love this. We complain as human beings, right? Actually connected to something I mentioned, number one, most of our complaints are blessings for most of the people in this world. We complain about our job. Do you guys know that there are so many millions of people who are not employed at this point, right? So we complain our jobs, but there are so many people, millions of people. It's a blessing for them. It's a want. It's a need for them. So think, at least be happy, be grateful that you at least have a job. I remember that I was complaining about a job that I had a few years ago, and I kept pushing myself. No, at least I have this job. At least it helps me put food and put a roof on top of my head, right? So be grateful for what you have. Again, think about the millions of people who don't have a car. You complain about your old car. No, it's enough for you, because as long as it gets you around, that's what matters. Because there are so many people who don't have their own car. And so that's our number 4. And number 5, use that you're gifted with. Most of us are born, every one of us is born with some kind of special talent. It could be music, it could be sports, it could be your reading ability, or it could be mentoring. It could, you just use those skills to help someone. Because what happens is, if you keep all those gifted things to yourself, you're going to be done. One day we're all going to be gone, right? Our time is going to be up. You don't know whether it's today or tomorrow, next minute, next second. It can be next second. Why not you share what you're gifted with? Especially I've seen, especially the mentoring. If you know something, it could be music, it could be sports, it could be biology, it could be some math, it could be anything, electronics. Just share that. I love training people. Whatever I have, just I love to share that wisdom. That's exactly what we're doing here, right, Venkat? We learned something through our we learned something. We put together both our lives together. It's like 70 plus years of experience, and we wanted to share it. So share your wisdom, share what you learn, and feel that happiness, feel that energy. And when your time is up in this world, you take those with you, the good deeds that you've done. And so that's my number 5, and I hope you learned something out of that. Feel free to ask any questions. These are probably things that you already know, but it's just that we wanted to remind all of us, because we get caught up with things and we tend to forget these little things in life that you can be appreciative or you can be happy about. So feel free to ask any questions. Just wanted to be very quick, very to the point, and hope you learned something. And I think my friend is also got some points that he wants to share.
Right, exactly. So I think like the main thing is we are too focused on something that's not there, right? So don't be too focused on something that's not there today. You don't have that today. So you don't focus on something like your iPhone is coming, or don't focus on that somebody else have the iPhone, new iPhone. You have a 2-year-old iPhone. Just focus on something that you already have, right? You already have a working phone, you have everything good, and focus on something that's already there. Don't sweat on the stuff that is not there for you at this moment, because this moment is the time that you need to enjoy, right? And you always think about the future, and you need to have that, and you are spoiling your present. So just keep don't do that. That's what making people always have that vicious cycle, right? So you are always thinking about that, and then you are not enjoying the present. That's going to be there forever for you. So just take a moment to just enjoy what you have currently. Focus on the thing that you already have. Don't focus on the thing that's not there for you at this time, right? Yeah. The next point is basically it's the same thing that same points that we already discussed. Is basically count your blessings and be grateful on about what you have currently. Like think about, you have 2 kids. Let's say you have 2 kids, and then you need to appreciate those. You have 2 kids. A lot of families in this world, they couldn't have the kids. They are struggling to have kids, right? And think about how do they feel they're inside, right? They probably too much emotional, but you already have two kids. They might be playing around. Just forget that and just enjoy. You have 2 kids, or 1 kid, right? So just those kind of things, that be grateful that you have something that that's your blessing. just hold on to it, right? Don't leave it. And those are things that you can you can be proud of yourself, and you can enjoy, cherish the moment. That's the next point. And then the third one is basically like, think about our life, right? We are born once, we are going to live once, we are going to die once. There's no like another chance for us. Like if you go and eat on the car, right, you're done. Like yeah, and just 1 second, that's all it takes, right? So I know that you need to have that mortality. Like we are always mortal, but we can do many things. We can do big things, right? You can wish for big stuff, and but not always keep that in mind. You are mortal. You're like, one day we'll be in the soul, and but until then, like, enjoy what you have. What's the worst thing that going to happen, right? If you don't have $1 million, like, money is not the only thing. So money will give you some happiness and freedom, but it's not the only thing. So just don't dread yourself on things that's again not there, but keep that thought always, like, we are all mortal, that way you automatically enjoy what you have. And then the next point is basically like, live in the moment, right? So there is a present, past, and future. Those are 3 different areas of your life, right? Your past is done, it's gone. Your present is there for you, and the future is not. We don't know it's going to be there or not, right? So we don't know that. We are not sure about future. Like, anytime anything can happen, and your past is gone. So that's why focus on the present. But that doesn't mean that you can plan ahead for the future. You can still do that. You can think about, you can visualize what you can do. You can envision all these future projects and stuff like that. Your life can change, but you have to act upon on the present, right? If you don't do it in the present, your future is not going to shape up the way that you want it. So for example, like, you're watching now this video, it's actually you're presently watching, right? And we are giving you all these points, and it's going to help you think in a different perspective, and that's going to change your future. But it's actually changing your present right now, because it's changing your thought process, right? Because it's changing your thought process in present time, and it's going to change your future. So just focus on the present. Future will happen. That's exactly that way. You appreciate what is happening at this time, not like what happened, not what's going to happen in the future, right?
Yeah.
Just forget those 2 things. The last point we want to make is that don't compare yourself. Like, people they are different age, they are born with different family. In a different family, they probably rich family, and they had better education, maybe they went to a different school, and they may look like you, or they may even not even look alike, or they may look bad, but they are rich. Or like, don't compare all those things, because they went through a different route, a different life, and you are unique. Everybody is unique, right? So everybody is unique, and let's just focus on yourself and your family, your friends. Just have that. Don't like try to compare, like, somebody next to you, and in terms of like finance, wealth, and other things. What do they have, and materialistic stuff? If you try to do that, your mind is going to be cluttered, right?
Yeah.
So it's not really like it's going to help you. It's not going to help you in any ways. So just stop doing that. I think that's going to help you guys to appreciate what you have, and you can focus on, keep your mind clean and clutter free. Focus on something the most important, at the present moment.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have to add to the last point. You have to be the best version of yourself, best version of you, not best version of someone else. Right. Yeah. So that's it from us, guys. 10 great points how to appreciate 10 ways to appreciate the life you have. So that's it from us, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, or hope you actually hope we were able to remind yourself something that you already knew. And again, it's bye from us, Living Life Coaches. Until next time.
Thank you, guys.